invitation to join today's opening ceremony, Quo Vadis Energy Sector, to address the opportunities, challenges and perspectives of energy transition in Southeast Europe. When the original invitation came through to attend and participate in a Black Sea resort conference, I was really excited to come in person. But here we are, the world has changed, and we're all learning to adjust to this new situation. I'm speaking today from my home in Oxford. The sky, it's an early, crisp, blue-skied morning, and there's a hint of autumn in the air. Winston Churchill believed that Southeast Europe produced more history than it could consume. It's hard to disagree with something he never actually said. But today we are meeting to discuss how to build a better energy future for all of humanity. And it will be different from the past. Southeast Europe is one of the critical crossroads in connecting diverse energy societies. Regional cooperation is key to realizing national and global visions of better energy futures. I'd like to thank and congratulate Iulian Iancu and the Romanian Member Committee, who have worked so hard to enable our whole community and distinguished guests to meet today. I'm delighted to see so many of our regional and global corporate partners supporting this event. This digital gathering marks a new chapter in the ability of the World Energy Council to convene the whole energy community worldwide. Now, as Secretary General of the World Energy Council, let me offer some reflections on the current crisis and the challenges ahead to feed into your discussions. After all, as Mr. Iancu has said, our role as a community, as the how-to energy community, is to inspire, inform and drive to impact. COVID-19 has dramatically changed our world and shown the importance of energy in our lives. The world stopped, but the lights stayed on. The crisis has impacted all energy firms in all sectors, in all regions. But the impacts, based on our surveys, are highly uneven, and so are the responses. The World Energy Council is exchanging experiences on impacts, actions, and outlooks in over 100 countries, as it has been doing for nearly 100 years. Lockdown has brought massive economic disruption, 10 times or more the impact of the global financial crisis in 2008. Recovery will trigger the greatest financial capital reallocation in history. Hundreds of trillions of dollars are at stake. Rescue and recovery policies by governments also are still being developed and will not be the same. Our surveys show that there are different perspectives on what the next normal will look like and when it will arrive. Despite all these differences, the single most common response is to put people first. Emerging from crisis and successfully managing a global energy transition is not going to be easy. Societies are not aiming to bounce back to before, but to build back better. Crisis has added a new emphasis on resilience, which extends to include people and communities and supply chains, as well as extreme weather and cybersecurity risks. To help with the essential job of recovery, our global community rapidly developed a set of 4 impartial scenarios to 2024. They are called Rewind, Pause, Fast Forward, and Re-Record. Each scenario explores how uncertainties about ambition, trust, and ability to control the virus might combine and impact recovery. We have used these scenarios to build the world's first Energy Transition Futures Radar, which we will launch later this month. The radar detects real-time signals from across the world and shows how recovery plans are starting to change the pace and direction of global energy transition and the implications for regional and national transitions. We are now designing a new investment tool to address the financial capital reallocation opportunity. Innovation and cooperation are still key to success, but they're not the same as before. We are now tracking 4 global drivers of change, the 4 Ds: decarbonisation, digitalisation, decentralisation, and the new D of demand-side disruption. Value is migrating closer to the end user, and we are in a shift to a customer-centric energy future, which implies that more disruption and innovation is going to come from the user side. Now, to recover and transform, we need to promote better cooperation between energy and other sectors. We need to work together to design and deliver more energy and less carbon solutions, and to build socially sustainable pathways to climate neutrality. We have entered a new era of affordability, and we have to think about the costs to society of a faster whole system turnover. Innovation is not all about new energy technologies. Policy choices, behaviour change, finance and business models are combining to create a new pattern of collaborative and disruptive innovation. And we need to reconnect with the social purpose of energy and plug in those people impacted by the transition process. We cannot neglect the pull of new and shifting energy demand, or issues of societal affordability and justice. So what's our call to action? We believe it takes a community to build and change an entire energy system. It's great to see the FOREN agenda reflects this open future mindset and whole system community principles. Our community-wide drive to inspire, inform and impact is now focusing on 3 key imperatives. First, the challenge of humanising energy transition and plugging in people and their needs. Second, the challenge of maintaining an open energy future. And thirdly, the challenge of building the world's first Energy Plus community. Our pragmatic whole system approach is unique and essential to overcoming the fragmentation and extreme polarisation that now characterises energy transition leadership. Our distinctive vision of humanising energy transition is key to responsible, inclusive and transformational recovery. Our practical tools are designed to keep the future of energy open to better and exciting possibilities for the future of humanity. Energy transition pathways are bridges to a better future for us all, and the future is open to many and more diverse solutions for green, clean and sustainable, as well as reliable, affordable and inclusive energy. I invite you all, member community, corporate partners and honoured guests, to join us in discussing these challenges. Only by working together and humanising energy transition can we keep the future of energy open and inspire new possibilities for all of humanity. I shall be looking closely at the outputs from this important virtual gathering and look forward to liaising with the Romanian National Committee and ministers, including Dr. Virgil Popescu, on how we can best take forward these ambitions together. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.